Can y'all see that TV screen? Can y'all see the TV screen, right? So you got Doofus and the Ayatollah from Iran. And of course, you all know, unless you've been submerged underwater for some time, that he has placed us in a war footing, uh, illegal, unconstitutional war footing, where this country, United States of America, has become a proxy for so-called Israel, because Israel wants to have domination in Western Asia, the so-called Middle East. So as a result of this war footing and our proxy status as so-called Israel's bitch, we are now fighting an unprovoked war against the Islamic Republic of Iran, right? They have already made a martyr of the Ayatollah, who was an 86-year-old man with cancer, who, when the missile struck the hideout, the destination he was at, he didn't try to hide or evade, because he understood him becoming a martyr would galvanize his people. And so that was a productive and well thought out strategy. Unlike what we have going on with Doodle Draws in Orange, he doesn't have any strategy nor plan of entry nor exit. He doesn't have good military intelligence on the ground, and he just has us again in a war footing as a proxy bully for so-called Israel and the criminal Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. So we got two criminals, right? Donald Dump and Benjamin Dummy, who want to have domination over Western Asia, and now we're in war footing against the Islamic Republic of Iran, which, by the way, also has backing from particularly and specifically Russia and China. Okay. So that's just some of what's going on. Of course, there's, the blocking of the Strait of Hormuz, which, is a channel for shipping and trade from Western Asia and to and fro Western Asia throughout the rest of the world. And so that's one channel that's being blocked. There's another channel that's being blocked. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts to this dumbass situation that American lives may be lost in, but not his sons, specifically Donald Dump's sons, of which he has 4. They won't be lost. They won't lose their lives because they won't fight for their father in this war. Unlike past presidents whose sons have fought in wars while they were presiding in the Oval Office. Okay, so again, I'm just trying to lay out what's going on a little bit. My wife has a statement, and she has a question or a statement. She wants to ask the question and or statement. What's the question and or statement?
My question is, what is the purpose of this war? Why are we fighting a war that we don't have no purpose in? That's my question.
Y'all heard the lady. Why are we fighting a war which has no legitimate legal purpose to? We were not attacked by the Islamic Republic of Iran. We were not attacked. I'm going to repeat it for the 3rd time. We were not attacked by those people. Okay? So we could talk about, geopolitics in a broader sense. We can talk about the Islamic Republic of Iran being the dominant player in Western Asia as concerns its leadership over the 3 H's, the Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah. And those 3 groups' agency in trying to assist the Palestinians in their fight against those bullies in Tel Aviv, those murderers in Tel Aviv. We could talk about that. That's a conversation that we can have. But the question that my wife asked is, to me, a more pertinent question. What's the purpose? What's the purpose? Now, I've already given the answer. The answer is that we're proxy, meaning we're a puppet for Israel. Now, think about what I'm saying. Israel is not real. All right, Israel was founded, developed, made, in 1948, and the year before. The CIA was developed, and in the year after, 49, Mossad, the Israeli intelligence agency, was developed. Those three things happening consecutively is not a coincidence. Nope, not even close. And so, yeah, there's a lot of questions, but again, when my wife asked the question, what's the purpose? And it's sad because we shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? And it has an effect because this person, he's a low IQ person. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have good advisors around him in any arena, whether it's financial or defense. He just doesn't have, and so everything affects the people. All the things that he ran on the platforms, he was going to be the peace president, and it's been nothing but, in this second term, this whole year, it's just been, conflict after conflict. So yeah, November can't come quick enough. Because this dude right here got to go. And for all you people who say, voting doesn't matter, well, yeah, you have a constitutional right to do the thing or not. But if you don't do the thing and, you allow for this type of thing to occur, well, then, yeah, don't say nothing. I get to talk about it because, I'm always going to exercise my franchise. That's what grown folk do. You know what I mean? I'm a man of a certain age. And, yeah, we do what we're supposed to do. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a little wake up on a Saturday morning. This is not a good look, and everybody should be asking themselves questions. If there's any questions that I could answer, feel free to hit me up in the chat, and we can get at it. This is Principal Resilience TV. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get it and let's go. Stay free.